You heard the, yeah, I hear the menu, but then there's no sound in the actual game. Could it be something under here, maybe? Maybe I have something set off. Okay, who set music to 0? Oh, you know what? I know why. I know why. You want to know why? Because in one of my practice runs, I was going against a boss in a practice run, and the music was stressing me out, so I shut the music off because it just made me really, really stressed. Okay, so does this sound good, like around 4? Okay, let's try this. Sorry, new game. Let's see if this works. Because I love this opening.
Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. Saint of the Deep. Farron's Undead Legion, the Abyss Watchers. Reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
I have chills. Like, I've seen that opening cutscene so many times, but I get chills every time. It's just so damn good. It's so good. I always just get so excited whenever, like, FromSoft, like, the opening cinematic always just sets the scene so hard. Okay, what should we name our little friend? So, I do want to be a lady, so I do know that. But what would be a fun name? I usually go with either, like, Gloom or, like, Ren, but we could also name it something funny if y'all have, like, another idea of what we should be. We're going deprived. Running around with the loincloth. Susan! Susan. And then we're going to do the Black Firebomb because we're going to trade it with Pickle Pea. And you know your girl's gotta have the blue hair in the game. So let's see, I think it's under... Oh, I feel like... Is it build detail? No. I know there's a place, is it, no, not that. Base preset? I'm gonna get confused by the menus trying to figure out, do y'all know where the hair is? Appearance? I know there's a hair thing, because I've done it. I just don't remember where it is. I'm just gonna, wait. Cheek color. Face detail. Oh, here we go. Face detail. It's so confusing to me. Okay, hair color. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, D-Man, welcome in. Yeah, at the beginning of this, I'll give a little explanation of what my goals are with this, what I've done off camera for practicing, and I'm just gonna be honest, like, it's gonna probably, because I was just playing Ragnarok and it's morning, it might, like, you know, like off camera, first boss I can do like no hit because it's just easy peasy, and knowing my luck because I'm just switching and I'm tired, it could be really weird and bad this morning, so don't expect any like great playing this morning from me, because like I said, like when it's first thing in the morning, your girl, not the best with controls. So we might get some goofy things happening, we'll see. But yeah, I think this is it. So we'll go ahead, load in Susan, and get cracking on this. Let's do it. Like, I'm gonna rearrange my camera just a touch. Just a touch. Streamer is disoriented in the mornings. Yeah, well, streamer is like disoriented all the times, but I'm gonna use that it's morning in case I'm playing like garbage. We'll use that as an excuse. It reminds me of that stretch you do where it's like, okay, now roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. All right, so basically, a little explanation of this run. So I'm gonna just kind of putter around with the Soul Level 1 run. I don't have any goals for this. Like if people are like, are you doing all bosses? Are you doing DLC? I'm like, I have no goals. My only goal is I'm just going to do this until it no longer becomes fun, and then I'll put it on pause. Like if things get too frustrating or we're not enjoying it, then I'll put it on pause. But aside from that, I'm just going to putter around with it. I have no real goals aside from that. I do have 2 practice runs that I'm doing. So in the one practice run that's been going on the longest, my strategy for it was I did the dancer skip. So we got to dancer early in that one, which I think I'm probably going to do again for the streamed version, but it was not... Dancer with like +4 weapon, doing it early is really, really hard, and I really struggled with it. So we might have to revise our strategy on that. And then where I'm at in that one is I just took down Deacons and Iudex Gundyr, and I'm about to start working through like Pontiff, but I haven't started practicing him yet. And then in the second practice one, I'm doing it where I'm just a little bit ahead of where we are now. Like I basically do that second run as like a practice for the stream. So that's kind of like, yeah, DLC. Like I said, like I mean, you'll see. I really struggle even with the early game bosses. Like Abyss Watchers, the first time I tried it was like maybe 4 hours, and then the second time I got it down for 2 hours, and I think I have a good strategy, so I think I can go even quicker this time. But like even like an early game boss like Abyss Watchers, which should in theory not be hard, I was still really struggling with. After Iudex Gundyr, getting the prisoner chain does seem to help because then you have a lot more health. But like I said, Dancer early on is really hard. And I also didn't really like the Osiris battle because I thought the hitboxes were garbage. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I am going to pick up this Ashen Flask, but I probably won't even use it. In my practice runs, I haven't been trying any magic or anything like that. And I mentioned that I've only played this through once, so I actually am trying to learn the lore of it now. So if you all, like, as we're going through, have, like, fun lore things, please tell me. Because, like, I want to learn. Like, I want to learn as we, like, play it. I also remember when I was first doing this, I got very confused. Like, I was like, wait, why can't I level up? Why can't I level? Like, I was so, like, I was really struggling with this first boss because I didn't know anything about Dark Souls, and I was like, I need to level, I need to level. You're not undead, you're actually a bunch of ashes. So it's different than DS1. Interesting. Oh, actually, hold on. I think I'll remap. In a little bit, I might, for a few jumps, I might need to remap. Yeah, like, that was the jump I was... Yeah, I might need to remap. Let's go take this guy down, and then... Or die. Hold on, let's reset. I really do want to make that jump, but... Because I need that item. But sometimes I need to remap to circle for some reason. Like, sometimes the stick is hard for me. So, I might... just remap temporarily. And for the tree jump, I have to use circle too. And the tree jump y'all are gonna see is, well, it's a situation. It's a situation. And then I think just for this battle, I will move it back because I don't want to accidentally be jumping into this dude. Hopefully this will go pretty quickly, but like I said, I get nervous. Like, streaming challenge stuff online really stresses me out, and it takes me a while to kind of get into the groove of it, you know? So if I do poorly on it, don't judge me. Like, I promise we will get better. I am practicing. That was my bad. That was a bad dodge. I'm gonna back up just to heal real quick. Nope. Nope. His timing is really hard sometimes because it's a little bit more delayed than you'd expect. I need to back up. I don't like where we're fighting. Nope. It's 3 then, right? So he does the stab. I need to get behind him. I need to, like, this is so bad. Like I said, like, usually I just come in and, like, do it no problem, but I'm just nervous. 2. And then it's 1. Dodge. That was garbage. I'm nervous. I'm just nervous. I'm stopping because I'm nervous. Dodge. Yeah, I'm dead. Sorry, this is bad because I'm nervous. You can tell Mama's getting nervous. I can do this. This is literally easy. This is not even an issue. This is just called me stressing out because it's live. We'll get into it though. Like, my hands are shaking and this is not a hard thing at all. You are an undead who failed to link the fire and became unkindled ash. You've been brought back for one last job. I need to resummon the Lords of Cinder. It's really not. This is like such an easy battle. I should not be having any issue with it. But like I said, it's going to take a while to get a little bit not so nervous about doing this on stream. And then also, like, because we were just playing Ragnarok, I need to not be thinking Ragnarok combat. Like, I just need to get behind him faster because I was just struggling to roll behind him. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Nope, nope. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm screwed. This is like the worst I've ever played. This boss is so bad. Dodge. Get behind you. Give me that back. No, dodge. Dodge. do we take to stun him? Dodge. And then when he's second phase, you just... No, dodge that. Do I just stay behind? No? Can I just, like, stun him somehow? Yeah. Okay. That was the worst I've ever taken that boss down. But it's okay, because we did it. So it's okay. I'm so nervous, y'all. I don't know why I'm so nervous all of a sudden. Like, I can, like, my hands are literally shaking and we're not doing anything buck wild yet. Like, I'm just scared. I'm nervous. Thanks, T-Mac. Thanks, Hardpart. Alright, so I'm having a little bit of a problem because I'm trying to keep my controller plugged in. Let me just check real quick. That's charging? Okay, yeah, because I want to go unwired. And I think, isn't there something around this cliff edge that I need? Hold on, let's take this guy down. I think if we go down here... Just doing extra swings. I think, yeah, this is a firebomb, because I think... No, I'm trying to get through. I think if we trade both a regular firebomb and a black firebomb with Pickle P, it gives us stuff we need. Do y'all know what the regular firebomb gives? I'm blanking on it right now, but I feel like that it might be something we need to have. You get firebombs? Because I know the black one will give us a shard that we need. That's just, not like I really need the souls, but whatever. I mean, there will be some things, like we need to get the dagger so that we can get through the, using it for the quick step anytime we need to get through sludge. And then I want to pick up some, before we do sage, we'll get some throwing knives so that we can take out the clones. I didn't really need that. Just kidding, it's a broken sword run right now. That's like an example of a run I would never in a million years do. I think a broken sword run sounds zero fun. But okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was for shards. So we'll go in here, and then we'll try to do the tree jump for a while. I'm not good at it, and it takes me a long time to get it. But we'll do it.
Welcome to this set.
Oh god, no, not that. Not that. That was called, like, just the muscle memory of usually leveling up. No level ups. Alright. Oh, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull up, there's this stream guide that I have, Dark Souls 3, Soul Level 1 Steam. Or Steam, not Stream. And I usually have it kind of like up on the side so I make sure I'm like picking up what I need to pick up. Yeah, let's go. So, if you accidentally leveled up, yeah, like if you were like, say you were like, you just beat Frida or something, and like you were like doing really well in the DLC, that would be like literally the worst thing. And I know that you can buy the the chain armor set, but I don't know. I have been using it in my practice runs until you get into like the Road of Sacrifices where that the northern, I think the northern armor is. But would you all, do you all think I should wear the chain armor, or what would you recommend for low level run at the beginning? Should I just go nude, naked?
Well, as you're
Well, a lot are flasks.
pretty.
And now let's go try to do this tree jump. And like I said, it's probably gonna take a while, so if you all have like any tips on, like, I just never get the lineup right on it for some reason. And I guess if we're really struggling, we can always come back, but I kind of want to just take care of it now while we're here. And I will probably go and pick up the east-west shield in a bit too. Oh god, I hate it, I hate it. Why? Why are the dogs the worst thing? Sorry, my controller is coming unplugged again. Let's see how far charged it is. Oh, see, it says 3, but then it keeps saying that it's not charged at all. It's really strange. Look at this ember. Yeah, I think the dogs... So, Chalice dungeons are bad. The dogs are bad. I'm trying to think what other things FromSoft has done where it's like, that was just a damn disaster. Actually, let's just go heal, because if I fall on the tree jump, you take damage. So let's just rest real quick. Birds in Elden Ring? Oh my gosh. Why are these so bad? They're so bad. Well, birds in Bloodborne too. Like those raven things that attack you and then you just get stunned and you can't move. It's so bad. Alright, here comes... What's this? I don't think this is... No, we don't really need that. Okay, so I think for this I am going to remap again. For some reason I find this jump is easier with circle. This is going to be... It might be a few minutes, y'all. So, out of curiosity, what are your favorite Dark Souls 3 level... I can't talk. Dark Souls 3 bosses, and which bosses do you really not like? Yeah, we're going to be here for a few minutes. So feel free to chat about favorite bosses. I feel like I tense up. Like, I get so nervous with this jump because it's like... It's just really hard to line up, in my opinion, because I'm not great at lining things up. No. That tree is a giant from DS2. Wait, what? The frame timing is really bad. Well, also, DMAC, you're playing off of a capture card, which I feel like makes it even harder. You know, like, you're doing, like, extra challenge run by doing doing Bloodborne on a capture card and playing off of that footage. I feel like that would make it really hard. Cinder is the favorite. I honestly don't remember Cinder too much for some reason. Like, I know that he pulls out all of the stops. Like, I know that, like, he literally has, like, all these, like, crazy attacks. We'll try for a little bit longer, and if I can't get it, I'll just probably do it off camera. If y'all have any tips on this, it's just, I find it weird. Like, I feel like it's getting there, like, it's kind of there. But maybe I have to start more over here? No? Gale is so hard, especially when he goes, like, his cloak becomes Doctor Strange.
Welcome, good hunter.
Hey there, welcome in, Meme. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're just struggle busing right now with the famous tree jump that I can't really do. I might have to look at... Sometimes it helps if I look up, like, a video of it and see how you line it up, because I feel like I never get the initial lineup right. Like that, like, I feel like that one was really close. It's tricky, run more on an angle from left to right. Like, do you run more, like, towards it like this? Hey there, Meme, how's it going? More of an angle left to right. Let's see here. Oh, I love Dancer and I love Gale. Safe off for Gale so you can boot up and fight him every night. That's actually really sick. Oh, you don't have any noticeable delay on the capture? Okay. That's actually surprising. Like, I feel like mine might have a little bit of a delay on it. Alright, maybe I'll try more, like, from here. Oh my god. Like, it's so close! Like, I can feel it, and I can feel every muscle tense up in my body physically when it happens. Like, it's almost there. I do feel like this is maybe... It's gonna drive me crazy. We'll try for a little bit longer, and then, like I said, I'll just probably do it off. No, that was bad. Maybe. Okay, you're right. I do need to relax. I'm getting tense. I'm getting like... Y'all can tell I'm nervous with this. I'm like really nervous for some reason. Even though we're all friends here. I don't know why. No. It's only Dark Souls. It's only a tree. The run ended when she couldn't do the tree jump. Like, see how the tree has one root poking out at a leftward angle? Wait, which one are you talking about? Are we talking about, like, this little one right here? Mike, you're so kind. Mike, have you played any FromSoft games? So Mike is joining us from Sweden and found our God of War Ragnarok videos. Oh wait, maybe, are you talking about this one, the tree root is left angle? Maybe lining up with that? Oh, yeah, that did give me more height. I just need to turn sharper right. And I might need to look at a screenshot if there's like a screenshot showing the good lineup for it. Nope, that was not good. Use that as the line and run up the tree. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like so close. I mean, like I said, I know I can do it. I have done it. Oh my god. I feel like that one was really close. Ah. Just try and turn more. Okay. Thank you, Valhalla. And if you're new here, Valhalla has literally platinumed every single Souls game. It's a huge achievement. Yeah, I just need to turn more right. I mean, let's see here. And turn right. I just need to be higher. It didn't quite get the height on it. Oh my god. Let me look up like a video of it real quick. Because I feel like sometimes seeing it, tree, jump, DS3 can help. There's like ads playing. Y'all, YouTube has been buck wild with the ads. I don't know about y'all, but it's been like driving me crazy to even like use it. I feel like. Go up here. No. Hold on, I'm watching. I wonder if someone doesn't, well, hold on. Go back. So, let's see. So I'm seeing them go up. Yeah, it is like that little route. It's so close! It's so close! I don't regret YouTube Premium at all. How much is YouTube Premium? I'm assuming maybe it, like, varies in different locations? Yeah! We did it! Soul level 1! Here we go! We beat the hardest boss of the early game! Yeah, I'm not sure how much YouTube Premium is, but it honestly is starting to maybe be something I'd want to look into because it's driving me crazy. Like, I feel like on computer, it's even worse. Or no, one of them, I can't remember if it's mobile or computer, but one of them is, like, even worse. These invisible birds are so strange. I'm very curious, like, who first figured out, like, how this whole thing works. Alright, so let's leave one of these, just one, and then leave one of these as well. And then we could pick up the Covetous Serpent Ring, but I don't really think we need it. I guess we can always come back and, like, we can always buy the, because it's just over here, right? Through this wall. Or actually, where is the Covetous Serpent Ring if we do want to pick it up? Mobile is always more money 9 times out of 10 because Apple or Google, just down. Like if we just drop down. Oh yeah, it's in this chest. Let's just pick it up while we're here. I mean, technically it's their store facilitating the sale. Okay, that makes sense. I actually don't think I've ever... What is this Fallen Foes yield more? I mean, we'll put it on just because early game we aren't going to have many rings, so I guess it's like, why not kind of thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to pick up. Let me check real quick. I think, so we have the Titanite Shard chunk. Do you all think that I should pick up the chain armor? Like, I don't know. A lot of the guides recommend just buying it, but I don't really know if we need it. If you, yeah, if you have any recommendations on armor, definitely let me know. Let's move forward with it, but we can always come back. Well, actually, I know what I need. I do know what I need, because we are not going to go melee with the Pus of Men. We are going to get... I'm using the broadsword, and I'm going to keep it raw. Or rather, infuse it raw. And then later on, we're also going to do Cirrus's questline so that we can get the axe from that. But that's much later on, more for like endgame sort of stuff. Well, I don't need that many. Yeah, I'll just get like a few for now, and if we decide to get the armor, I will say that I tend to play better when I'm lighter loaded. I'm not great at having any armor on, so sometimes I just tend to prefer not wearing much. So let's see how it goes. If I'm getting like really messed up by just the common enemies, maybe I'll go back for the chainmail. Reinforced club. I mean, Valhalla, you'll have to tell me. I'm pretty sure broadsword for this run, it works a lot better on enemies. Reinforced club definitely is the way to go for Dark Souls 1, and that's what I used. Like, I think I had two. I had one that was fire infused, and then I had one that was lightning infused. Yeah, exactly. You take more damage. I just feel like I'm quicker, and especially because like you have until you get the prisoner's chain, you really don't have, I mean, you have very little health, you have very little endurance, and I just feel like being able to roll more and hit more is really helpful. Do you all know the story behind these? I've always wondered, like, the people who look like they're like going towards there, but then they start transforming into trees. I don't know their story or what they're all about, so if you do know, please let me know. Because like I said, I want to learn the lore. I was so bad in my first and only playthrough of this game where I was not paying attention to the lore, and I recognized that was not good. Alright, so I think we will do... Let's go this route first. And hopefully I don't get scorched by the dragon. I don't actually know... Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. We're just gonna... I'm so nervous. Hold on. Okay. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Run fast. We run so fast. We go so fast. I feel like getting scorched by dragons always happens to me. Let's just take you out for a second. Just make sure I wasn't missing anything up there. And mostly just keep me posted if I'm missing like shards that we need to upgrade our weapon to +4, because I feel like because I haven't played this a whole lot, even though I have done the practice runs, I'm not super familiar with where everything is. I knew that was gonna happen. Let's go over here. Get to the bonbon. Why am I reinstalling DS3? Yeah? Hell yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Are you gonna do a challenge run that hard, Fart? Get this shard. Wait for everything to calm down. Light the fire. Let's just rest real quick. Take out this little asshole over here. Little jerk. Will you come back down? You're no match for me and my little club. Okay, so I think let's get this off the thing, and then I might save those for later. We might just use these for a little bit, but I know the black ones are so good on this. So what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna really fight this thing honorably. I'm not going to be cheesing any bosses, but I'm not gonna be afraid to resort to fire bombs on the passive man, just because otherwise we might be here a while. So let's see if we can... Maybe I'll finish my own SL1 run. I was pretty close to the end. Yeah, because you had Pontiff down. What direction did you go? So I think you said that you... Did you do the Dancer skip? Like, did you do Dancer early, or... Because you said... Both Pontiff and Dancer were down, and yet you were on Osiris. And I absolutely think you should do a soul level 1 run. Wait, really? Why is it not coming over here? Like, every other time it usually comes over. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's gonna probably chase me and just start annihilating me here soon. Come join the ladder party. Come here. He's comfortable up there. Hey there, Reddit. Welcome back. How have you been? I've literally never seen this not follow me. This is absurd. So could I technically just hang out here and firebomb spam him? Let's try. Let's see how many I get off before he just starts chasing me. Woo! Time to go fast, time to run fast. Time to climb and not die. Thank God we're embered and we're fucked. Oh wow. I think, like, if he does that again, I will try to, like, maybe move a little faster. I'm surprised he just wouldn't draw over, though. Usually he'll follow. That was really strange. Yeah, R.I.P. There are gonna be a lot of those. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, positivism. Yeah, he tricked me. He knew what was up. Oh, God. I could have almost probably gotten a backstab. I feel like I'm never very good at lining up the backstabs for some reason. Okay, let's try this again. So goofy. Okay, maybe... Does he not? Oh, there it goes. The first time this happened, did it scare the fuck out of y'all? Because I was so scared. Like, I was not expecting, like, Las Plagas, like, Resident Evil in a FromSoft game. I think I'm gonna top up just to make sure. I wish... Maybe I should have... I'm trying to think. I wonder if I... Could I just, like... try to line it up and get him over here? That's probably dumb. Let's not do that. Like maybe one, and then run? He's so tricky. I literally, like every other time he just follows over and I can stand up here from safety and shoot him. Okay, this is what I want. This is what I was trying to get to happen. Big throws. Come here. Come into the range where I can right-click and actually select you. Let's get 3 off and then run. I'm just gonna top off. Just gonna save. And then when he starts to retreat, then I think I'll nail him. Oh. Well, that happened. That was silly. Because I don't want his, like, big Resident Evil thing swinging over here. And I just did one more because I'm nervous, and that was stupid and a waste. It's okay, because they're easy to buy. Okay, so that's what we wanted. We wanted that, and then let's go get this little lizard behind here for the gem. Yeah, I can tell I'm definitely a lot more nervous trying to do a challenge run on here than like when I'm just like doing my own thing. Y'all are probably gonna see some really weird stuff from me. It's okay though. You can always try to kill him before he transforms. But does he not? I thought he wouldn't drop the shard if you killed him before he transforms. Is that not true? I thought you had to let him transform in order for the shard to drop. Is that not true then? Because like that would help for the other one. I didn't know you could kill him and still get the shard. Because that's why I was always letting him transform, is because I thought the Pus of Man would only drop the shard if you let them transform. I could be wrong about that. Like I said, I played this game a grand total of 1 time. Okay, I'm gonna just go heal. And then let's go get the other shard from the other Pus of Man. Let's actually, do you want to try it? Like, do you want to try killing it before it transforms, but and see if it'll work? And then, well, let's get the sword first. Let's just go get the sword. Like I said, this first stream of it's probably going to be, it's just a lot of setup to get your weapon up to around +4. So I'm just going to see how much setup we can do today. I should probably grab those souls, but I guess it's not super important. Souls don't matter here. Get the spot fire down. Get this jerk around the corner. I want to see if he'll come a little bit closer because I don't want to get ambushed by his buddies. I feel so strange, like, just bonking everything with my stick. Because we were just, like, playing God of War, and obviously the combat is so very different. I can't believe he's still alive. This is why, like, no way in hell would I ever try to do, like, a no-hit run. Like, the way that people do those, I'm just, like, I feel like so much goes wrong. Like, this, like, what are you even supposed to do here? Oh, God. I guess let's go back up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I went down there. I have no reason to go down there. I just, like, went into my not death, but, like, to my half health because I got discombobulated. I want to go over here. I'm trying to think, you know what? I should have probably picked up the East-West shield. Just so that we have a shield of some sort. I have not played any Dark Souls games, so I'm just sitting here and relaxing, enjoying you do your thing. Oh, you're too kind, Mike. Do you think you'd ever play any FromSoft game? I always, like, I mean, I don't try to convert people, but I definitely, like, encourage people if they ever think it'd be fun to just give it a go. You know, because I feel like a lot of times the games might seem, like, intimidating, but, like, I'm not a good player, and I still, not a good player, and I definitely still have fun with them all. They're just gorgeous, you know, like, they're just beautiful games. Okay, this. And I think the club stuns this enemy, but I don't know if we really need to engage. Oh, I think he knows. He's like, something is amiss. Something is afoot. Yeah, just go about your task. Nothing to see here. I wonder if we can get a backstab. He's probably gonna, like, turn around real quick. Oh, God. Yeah, this club stuns. Not that we need that sword, but I just wanted to make sure, because, like, another little asshole. Another little asshole. I feel like this game has so many ambushes, y'all. Okay. And actually, I was wondering about the two-handing versus one-handing. So my understanding is that at soul level 1, it doesn't do a whole lot two-handed, that you don't get a lot of strength benefit, but are there times when I should be two-handing versus using the one hand with, like, maybe a shield or just empty-handing? Because I'm not sure I really understand how the two-hand versus one-hand benefit works at this lower level. Oh you're really, oh, you are way too kind, y'all. I've talked about it a little bit before, but sometimes I just get a little intimidated because I'm pretty new to gaming. Like, I only, started getting into stuff a couple years ago, and I never played these games when they first came out, so I'm pretty new to it all. And I just love them, though. They just make me really happy. Nope. Nope. I'm dead. Yeah, you really want to get like the backstab on this enemy, or just avoid it. And the problem with him is his swing down is a little delayed, and I always time the roll wrong on it. Like I have to wait like a split second a little bit later, but we'll get him. Like I said, I'm not concerned. But let's go back. I actually want to go back to Firelink real quick and get the East-West shield. It's not like obviously a great shield, but I think I need a little something in my hand right now. So let's just go and get that real quick. And okay, so two-hand does more stagger regardless of the stats. Is it slower to recover though, like on the endurance? Like, do you have a little bit slower recovery if you're two-handing it? And I need PlayStation first. So I saw a playthrough of Last of Us. Oh, you should do it. So Mike, do you just play on PC then, or do you do Xbox gaming? And two-handing increases your effective strength by 50%, but I could be wrong though. Oh, it's so good. I think you would love it. And FromSoft is on pretty much every platform for the most part, I think, now. I've played it both on PC and this is on PS4. I really want to play Demon's Souls on PS5, but I've mentioned again before, but like, I just don't want to buy the PS5 yet because there's just not enough that I would want to do on there. And remind me again, do I just have to wait for this fog thing to go away, or how do I get the fog to let me out? I don't remember. You just wait. Just rolling all around. Susan! I still love that that's her name. It's so random. This is why they do that in Civil Lighting Screen. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so East-West shield, I believe we have to kind of go up, and then it's by like a corpse in a tree, if I'm remembering. Because I do think I just want a little shield. I don't want to go up by the Uchi-Katana guy, though. Let's not do that. It's not... I don't think that's anything. Maybe I missed the turn? Because I think it's over on the other side. Like, this is... I don't think there's anything over here that we need. Oh! That's actually not too bad. East-West shield. If I were an East-West shield... I know it's in a tree. I know it's in a tree. I just have to find the tree. With broadsword at level 1, you get 5 swings one-handed, 4 swings two-handed, but recovery time is the same. Okay. That's helpful to know. I am so grateful that y'all are coming along for this ride, because I have a lot of questions. Okay, that's it. That's the East-West shield up there, so let's grab that. I walked right past it. Okay. And then, I think... Because I don't have enough shards yet to upgrade, right? Like, I can't do... How much have I even collected? Hold on. I don't think I can upgrade yet. Let me just check, though. Yeah, I might have picked up enough.
What?
And... I can... How much do I need? Well, I have none right now, but... Okay, so we need 1150... And then reinforcing the broadsword. So we can... I probably don't have any souls to eat. Like, this is probably not going to do anything. Let's just see how much we even get for it. It's probably not much. Yeah, I don't think that did.
What?
At least we'll be able to do that, and then we just need to we'll pick up another couple. And then we'll save up a lie and then infuse it here soon. It's not a huge deal, because like I said, it's mostly just setup at this point. Okay, so let's go back. Yeah, I want to go back to the tower and the wobbies. I want to clear out that room, because that room has a lot of stuff that we need. Yeah, I have very little souls. Which Dark Souls game is your favorite? So for me, like, I think Dark Souls 1 probably has, like, the best, like, lore and level design and just like originality and just like how impactful it was for like games and stuff, and everything that's come after it. But for me, Dark Souls 3 is my favorite just for like in terms of playing. And I've not done 2 yet. At some point, I think I'll do it, but y'all are gonna have to help me. Also, okay, I want to make sure. For some reason, I thought the East-West shield looked different, and I was like, did I grab the wrong shield or something? It just looks strange to me for some reason. Lauren's story. Really? Lauren's story DS2 is better. Interesting, interesting. What about DS2? Like, does DS2's lore tie in a lot with DS1 and 3 or not really? Like, is it just completely removed? I knew that was going to happen too. I totally forgot about that little asshole. I'm just waiting for this knight to clear out from that room so I don't get stuck in the doorway. Y'all, I get stuck in doorways like left and right. You have no idea. How do you like my new sword? And I think this, oh, he's coming. I was not expecting, no. I thought he wouldn't follow. I'm really surprised. I thought he would not follow. Can I just hide? Nope, nope, he's coming. I really was not expecting him to follow me all the way in here. And yet, here we are. So that's not great because I really wanted to use fire bombs. And now I'm just gonna have to go down here and die. I'm just gonna try to do a suicide run, I guess. This is not what, I didn't want that knight following. Shoot. Got all sorts of hell and chaos on my tail. I'm really surprised it followed me all the way over. I was not expecting that. I guess come out here because there's a little bit more room. This is really not ideal. Are they off my tail? Where'd they even go? I'm surprised he's not back out here. Yeah, because I want to use fire bombs to clear out this room a little bit. So I don't have to deal with the damn dogs. It ties 1 and 3 is DLC, I'd say. Oh, actually, I know what I was going to ask you. I've kind of been, I was watching some people who were streaming Dark Souls 2, and I was kind of curious. I mean, not like a lot, because I don't want to spoil it for myself, but like, would you all recommend I do Scholar of the First Sin, or should I just do the other version? Because I've heard that Scholar makes it's like a lot harder. It's a lot like more frustrating, allegedly. But I had always been told before this that you should just do the Scholar version. But maybe it was people trolling me. I'm so perplexed. I have no idea where any of those enemies went. That's really weird. I'm sorry, doggo. You're gonna have to go, though. That's so weird. Yo, I have no idea where that big knight went. Because I still need to get that item. And then I need to roll down into that area. Maybe I can draw up this guy again now that I have a shield, because I never get his timing right. I never get his timing right. Little asshole is stuck. Maybe I can get a backstab if we're patient. I feel like many weird things are happening in this run. I don't know. Alright, let's just go. That was not elegant, but it worked. Okay. So he's down, so... Easy clap. I did Scholar, didn't have any significant issues. I think Scholar is great. Some of the enemy placements is less trolly. Really? That's so strange, because everyone was like, oh, if you want like a really hard, awful challenge, do Scholar. So that's curious that y'all think otherwise. So I think what I'll do, I might suicide run this because I just need that item and then the one down there. So I think what I might do is I'll run down. I probably will die, but I'm not gonna worry about it because it doesn't really matter. This is not a deathless run. Yeah, I'm dead. But we got what we needed, so that's, like I said, I knew that was gonna happen, and I'm not worried about the souls, so, like, I was just gonna do it. Yeah, we were talking about this the other day, DMAC. I'm still, like, trying to figure out this whole easy clap thing, as the kids say. Like, easy clap, easy game, easy life. I have no idea what any of it means, though. Okay, so, let us... what do I want to do? I want to go back to... Because we don't have the key yet to get Grey Rat out, so we can't do that here. So I think we need to go back to the other Pus of Man and pick up the other shard from there. So let's go to the High Wall location. Hard Fart's just like putting in letters at this point. I have no idea what that is even supposed to be. You just got the cell key now? Or is that, maybe that is for Grey Rat. I can't remember. Oh yeah, it's the tower key that you can buy, right? So it's tower key that you can buy, and we picked up the cell key for Grey Rat. So let's go get the Pus of Man down, and then we'll go back and free Grey Rat, and then maybe at that point we'll have some souls where we can upgrade. Let me check my controller. It's on 2. It just, I feel like its charge is coming out really weird. Let me try charging it a little bit more with this really janky cord that I have. I feel like the PlayStation cords are really not great, y'all. Okay, so I am wired now. And I think I'm gonna just let the Pus of Man explode, because... Oh, wait. I'm not gonna make a mistake. I'm not gonna make this mistake. I always make this mistake. We're not making it today. I always forget about that one, and then I just die. Okay, so let's keep our shield out. This might not go super smooth. I really struggle with the doggos. We don't really have enough fire bombs, so I need to kill some things for some souls, maybe. Now there's 2 of them. And then this sword, like I said, this guy with the big axe, the axe swing is really weirdly delayed for me for some reason. Like, I feel like it's hard to time it. PS5 controller is so much better charging the PS4s. Really? I'm concerned at the same time the crinkling in the cord. Yeah, I feel like... Oh, you know what? No. No. We're not going to try to do 2 of those at the same time. Again, halberd that I do not need. I wouldn't mind a backstab. You want to let me backstab you, friend? Oh, he just like... he just like walked off the ledge. He's like, I'm done. Farewell, mortal life. Let's kill you just because I need souls. Because I do need more, I need more fire bombs before we do the Pus of Man situation. And it's already come out. The cord has literally already come out. Well, actually, let's try real quick, see... Well, no, I'm 90% sure, because I'm pretty sure I did try to kill the Pus of Man in a practice run, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't drop the shard. Because I was going to say we could go try it. And walk the gravity way. Indeed. Oh, I'm going to plug in again. This cord literally drives me insane. It's actually a big reason why, like... Y'all, I don't know when I'm going to finish my Ori playthrough, because the Wi-Fi doesn't work for that game for some reason. Like, Steam won't acknowledge the controller for that game specifically. It already fell out again. Like, it literally, this cord will not stay in. And because of playing Ori wired, and it's like, it sometimes just comes undone all the time, and then it won't read. It's literally like the most frustrating. Like, it feels like you're hard moding it, and it's just not enjoyable. I'm trying to think. Okay, because I can't really let us. What do I want to do? Let's go try to free Grey Rat then. Let's just go try to do that. And then maybe we can also try opening up the shortcut that's kind of by like the Vordt shortcut or whatever. Technically use the halberd with 2 rings and 2 handing. Yeah, that, because I feel like later on you're going to need other rings. I mean, because you would use, what would it be, like the hunter's ring and then like one of Lloyd's rings or something? I can't remember what all the rings do. But I feel like some of the, like, to be able to, like, heft around heavier weapons, a lot of that comes later in game. So I think Grey Rat's just down on the bottom. I always take the wrong turn, so I might die, because I always, like, go the wrong direction when trying to find his location. Yeah, this is the turn I always mess up. I always forget that you have to turn here. Let's go talk to you before you... Okay, and we will equip this. Oh, I can't believe they didn't follow me in. I feel like in other times I've tried this, they just follow me in and I get nervous. Could you technically, if those enemies followed you in, could they kill Grey Rat? Like, I don't even know if there's like a safety against that in this game or not, where like enemies can kill NPCs. Okay, so now that that's done, let's see if we can get one back. So it's so satisfying. And I did not, I messed up. I messed that up so bad. My controller, like, I'm like, walk slow, go slow, and then all of a sudden it's like, woo! Like, it just goes out of control for no reason. I don't think there's anything else down here that we need to do, other than just rescuing him. Try Sekiro for adding jump to... Oh, thank you, Sekiro, for adding jump and stealth. Yeah, honestly, y'all, I keep daydreaming about Sekiro. I've never played a game that made me that happy in terms of combat. Like, holy hell, y'all. Okay, let's see if we can even get back up. I feel like this run on low levels is not enjoyable. Because of that. And this. Stairs. Let's go back up. Run, run, run. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go so fast. Oh, this is not the way I wanted to go. I'm fast. I'm so fast. Maybe not. Maybe I live again. I need to remap. I forgot the, I need to remap the jump because I'm gonna just keep accidentally jumping. Nope. Shoot. Really? Can I just hide around the corner? You can go away? You don't see anything? You don't see anything? Go back to the shadows from whence you came. But yeah, Sekiro, like, I really want to try the gauntlets. I need to check out some people who have done it, but I don't want to do it like right away because we just played that, and obviously I want to do some Dark Souls things, but yeah, the gauntlets sound sick. I'm not really good at boss rush stuff though. So I want to do now. Let's go get some more firearms and then try to take that other Pus of Man down. And then after that, because we'll still need one more shard then to upgrade to +2. So I don't think we can upgrade to +2. So we might just want to go and open the shortcut and then just take on Vordt. Zombies! Does it work like DS1? Can you block while running to force yourself to roll instead of jump? Wait, I actually don't know if I even know this mechanic. So you can block while running. Let's try it. I don't know. I don't think so. I think you can still jump, even with your shield up. I didn't know that about DS1. That's actually really interesting to learn for like whenever I decided to do DS1 again. Also, I was thinking about your all ideas. Like DMAC was chatting the other day about like fun runs that controller is unplugged again. Well, where are we? Is it 3 yet? It's still 2. About fun runs that like we could do for Elden Ring, and DMAC was mentioning like doing like co-op with like community members and stuff. Is it pretty easy to set up co-op runs in Elden Ring? Because I know for like Bloodborne, isn't it kind of like a little bit more challenging to get everything set up and whatnot? But it would be fun to like do some co-op things with other streamers. Like 4. What is this inflation? I mean, it's not really inflation, it's just pricey, but... Actually, we have like a little baby soul. Would this give us anything? And I guess we have the black fire bombs where... I'm gonna lose my mind at this controller not staying in. Why does it not stay plugged in? The password system Elden Ring helps for co-op? Okay, that's really, really cool. DS1 Remaster, you can remap jumps so that it also helps to not accidentally jump. Okay. Is this even charging? Yeah, it's charging. It's just weird.
Ashen one.
Yeah, I feel like my PS4 controller is being very strange today. Very peculiar. And that's helpful to know, because at some point I do want to try Elden Ring again. Like, I really want to try to enjoy it.
Ashen one.
And I know nothing about the
How may I
lore.
be of
I literally know not a single thing. Like, if it was like the world depends on Ren giving one piece of information about Elden Ring, I couldn't do it. Like, the world would die. I'm so sorry, folks. Like, it's really bad. Oh my gosh, you're 400 hours into the remaster? That's insane. Seamless co-op mode for Elden Ring? Oh, and I don't have it on PC is the problem, though. I only have Elden Ring on PS4. That's why I was wondering. It would probably be... Because PC, I feel like, is usually a little bit more amenable because you can have mods and whatnot. Oh, 600 hours of regular DS1. What do you want to do for 600 hours? Because I know Hardpart's doing like kind of like speed running it now. Like, how fast did you get it down to? But I don't know. I've never put 600 hours into a game. Someone needs to like, as we go along with this run where it's like 600 hours of like the DLC or something. It'll be something bad like that. Okay, so unfortunately we do have to clear out this situation again. Yeah, my controller is unplugged again. I'm just gonna let it be unplugged and just see if it will. I thought that red thing was like another enemy down there. It looked like Gale's cloak or something. I don't know what my brain was thinking. Another reason to upgrade is the 30 PS4 and there'll be 60 FPS on PS5 aside from Bloodborne. Yeah, and honestly, I'm kind of wondering if that causes some of the problems, because like on Dancer specifically, I was like, something felt weird with the frames. Something felt real weird, y'all. And I'm not just making that excuse because that is a hard battle, but like something felt real off when I was doing Dancer. Like the frames were just like, they weren't even working sometimes. Like sometimes like it just froze completely where it looked like they were 15 frames per second. Like it looked like stop motion animation or something. Like something was weird. Oh, I don't want to draw his buddy over. Let's see if we can back up a little bit. Because I don't want to have to do both of them again. I mean, I know they're not hard. And especially if I two-hand, I'll probably take them down faster. It's just that swing that takes you out real fast. Actually, let's top off, because like, if we can get one hit, I just want to... I hate this one walking back that can't see us. We're like right here. He blind like bat. Okay, let's take you down. Oh, he's still in. He just kicking in fear. I accidentally kicked. I got her in 3 hours. Thief gear only run. That's so. What does the thief run gear do? I'm not actually too familiar with thief gear only run. And according to Steam, I've got 136 hours of Dark Souls Remastered, Platinum Farming, Humanity for a Friend, and Jolly Corroboration. That's so wild, y'all. I probably have that much in Dark Souls now too, because I had like my regular playthrough that I spent a lot of time in, and then my Soul Level 1 took a really long time, and then I also had kind of a little bit that I was doing on New Game Plus, but I've never done New Game Plus on any of these games. And I think Plus a Man will take this guy down, but I'll just take care of him. Okay, let's back it up. Yeah, this one's a little bit trickier for me, I find, because he can snap through walls, of course, so you can get, like, pretty much one-shotted almost. Oh, God. I'm gonna top off, because, like, y'all saw, like, he does... But it's kind of good. I think he's stuck on the stairs here. Let's just firebomb spam him. No, not stuck! Not stuck! Not stuck! Oh god. I thought he was stuck. I thought it was safe. That's where the narrator comes in. She was not, in fact, safe. Oh god, now this... So this is the definition of 1 HP in a dream. 0 HP in a dream. Okay, maybe do 1 and then retreat. Let's just play it safe. Actually, you know what'll make this better? This is the time where we need to actually use the big guns. You lock on? Por favor? Oh my god, really? Why is it not locking on? Easy game. I'm just teasing. This is not an easy game, and I am not doing that great. But we have the Titanite Shard. I don't think this is anything. I'm just gonna go see what it is real quick. Yeah, we don't need that. Thanks, Tina.
Welcome, Good Hunter.
Hey there, welcoming Lucifer. Hope you're doing well today. Save 1 black firebomb. We actually already traded it. We traded the 1 black firebomb and then 1 regular firebomb for the shards. So we're all actually set there, which is why I feel a little bit more okay with using it. I think we did, because at this point, let me just double check, because I do need you all to kind of keep an eye on my shard situation and make sure that, so we have chunk that we won't be using for a while. So we have 1 shard, because this is the one I think we got from the firebomb. Did you get the great sword here? Great sword. No, I don't know if we can wield the great sword because we're doing soul level 1 and we're not leveling up. So we're going with the broadsword actually and keeping it raw. So we have 4 of these. And chunk would be from the trades. Okay, I think so. So can we get this to level 2 then already? Because I think wasn't it 4? Let me check real quick. Two, 4, 6. Okay, that's helpful to know. Thanks, Valhalla. Because right now my main goal is just getting our level up to +4. Like that's kind of like first order of business that I'm concerned about.
What?
Let's infuse it. And then so now we need 6. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6.
Pretty, be careful.
So now I think what we could do, I'm trying to think if we need anything. So we'll go and open up the Vordt shortcut, take down Vordt, kill Emma for the banner, just because if we kill her, then we can do the dancer skip if we want to, I think. But if we don't kill her, then we can't. You can correct me on that because I'm not completely sure how the killing versus just taking the banner from her works. So I think that's probably the next order of business, but if I'm missing something, definitely let me know. Actually, wait, just because we have nothing else to spend the souls on right now, oh shit! Was that a problem that I just hurt her? I didn't mean to, like, jump on her.
Oh, well, how may I...
Well, I guess it doesn't matter because we're not leveling anyway, so, oh well. It's fine though, right? I think, I mean, like I said, we're not leveling, who cares? Okay, so, let's just do that.
Ashen 1.
Okay. I wasn't expecting her to be like, oh. Alright. Even if you kill her, she responds to us, oh, you can't actually kill me. Immortal. Okay, that's good to know. Because, like, DS1 has some stressful things where, you know, you can actually kill people and it's not good. And also, like, again, Vordt is not a hard enemy, but I get really nervous doing challenges on stream, so you might see some weird stuff. But we can chat about it. Like, don't just be like, oh god, like, what is this dumbass doing? Like, I have done Vordt as a level 1 twice now. I do, like, understand how it works, kind of, but, you know, I get nervous when I stream. It's definitely a lot harder for me to do challenge stuff when I'm on stream than just doing it on my own. But I'm hoping that maybe as we go along I'll get more comfortable with it, but I don't know, there's something about like the added, you know, like people watching that makes me stressed. Even though you all are like the sweetest, coolest people ever, like I don't know why I get, and I know there's an Ember down there, but like that one down there I think is Ember. I might not worry about it too much right now. I'll just keep it in the back pocket for like if we need it later. Let's open this shortcut. God, the lighting, this game is so gorgeous. Like, I'm gonna probably say that 500 times just because, like, I love how beautiful this game is. Especially when we get to the Boreal Valley, like, all the snow. You know, like around, like, the Cleansing Chapel area, I think that area is really pretty. God, gamer, oh god. Y'all stop. I'm actually glad that I'm not a, I mean, I want to be a god gamer, but I kind of like that, like, I'm just a normal person, you know, like, because it's fun. It's like you get to see your improvement. Like, I remember the first time I ever tried this, I think I was stuck on the first boss for, like, an hour. It's something stupid, even though the first boss is not hard at all. Let's go rest because I want to reheat. Okay, and also, I'm going to take these off because, not that, I want that on. I want to take the firebombs off because I have this, like, when I get nervous, I start pressing all the buttons, and then I just use items that I don't mean to use. So I try to keep the item list. I hate the dogs. I hate the dogs. I hate that. I hate, like, when you just get absolutely, like, wrecked, and, like, you can't do anything about it. Okay, let's just rest. Oh, we can't rest. Ah. When I saw Iritho for the first time, I lost it. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. By the way, I'm going to spend some more time on Hogwarts Legacy Spree. Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let's see here. I killed the first merchant DS1 and then regretted. No! So wait, the first merchant, you get the Uchi Katana for it, though? You know, I always liked the katanas. Like, that was definitely my build in Elden Ring, like going like Rivers of Blood, doing katana kind of stuff. Like, I love having samurai weaponry. Again, that's why I like Sekiro along with Bloodborne. That's why they're tied. I mean, they're just so good. Let's see here. And then, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. I was going to ask you, D-Mac, what house are you? And also just in general, like, what Harry Potter houses are you all? I'm definitely Slytherin, but again, I'm not evil. I'm just spicy. Just spicy. Alright. greatsword person, so did not use the Uchi. Oh, we have a DMAC here is the Unga Boonga. So DMAC always goes super strength build. Teleporting dogs. Yeah, the button mashing, yeah, I definitely am like, you'll see a lot of panic rolling, but I will always admit when I'm panic rolling, you know? Maybe I should have gotten the chain mail. Let's try Vordt, and if I'm just getting like one shot, I'll go back and I'll get the chain armor. Like, it might help us survive a little bit. I mean, technically, if you stay behind Vordt, you should not be getting hit at all. But I am nervous. I am on stream, and I get shy. Actually, can I just come down here? Here. Actually, that used a lot. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because now I should probably top up. Oh, well, this is not the run, but we tried. Yeah, maybe not the second jump. Well, it's also hard because, like, sometimes you don't know how much fall damage you'll take in a soul level 1 run. Okay. The parrying supreme. Big bonky weapons, yeah. DMAC definitely goes all of the great swords. Oh my gosh, the parrying in, like, the Mikiri counter in Sekiro is so good, Lucifer. I love that game so much. Take down Pontiff's creature, his little watchdog. Yeah, in theory, if you stay behind him, you don't get hit, and then you just have to watch out for his 3 charges in the second phase. But, again, because I'm nervous and I've already used Estus, might be a little weird. Okay, so let's get behind him. He's got a big booty. He's thick. Like, I can't even see what's happening. I want to get behind you. I literally can't see what is even going on. Okay, he's second phasing. Let's move back. 1, 2, 3. Shoot. I'm gonna need to use this time to heal, unfortunately. No! Give me that booty. Alright, so I need to, okay, what happened there is I need to dodge the charges better. And then when he does the third charge, he'll do that, the ice frost, and instead of being hit by it, what I should have done, if I'm far away from it, I need to just run away from it rather than trying to outrun it. Or if I'm close, I can just wail on him. So that's what happened there. So at least we see like why I'm dying. And that's the important thing is like, as long as I'm dying and recognizing what happened. And I also, maybe on the charges, I might take the shield out just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I'm not worried about this. Like, it might, like I said, it might take a couple of tries just because I have to, like, get the rhythm of the dodging down, but yeah, just, I need to not get... Wait, what is that? What was that? That was some nonsense. If you close charge Artuna's head, he should stagger? Really? Let me try that. Let's try, like, doing a stagger then. Wait, is that in phase 1 only, or phase 2 only? Like, is that phase specific? And thanks, Steam, I appreciate you. Alright, let's try not to get... Yeah, I don't want to take any fall damage this time. Let's get behind, get the thick booty going. Alright, I think I can get away, so... Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then get behind him for the frost. Let's go. Let's take you down, you bad boy. I'm gonna heal. That was kind of a little nerve-wracking there. Not the cleanest. That was not the cleanest. Okay, let's go ahead and take that, and then we'll call Emma for the banner. Yeah, that was definitely not clean in the second phase, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes I will probably just squeak through, like on my practice run when I did Wolnir, and I did them a little bit early, so I was like, maybe my weapon wasn't the greatest, and I also didn't know that you could just R2 his one arm so you could get that one bracelet down, but I literally died the same second as Wolnir in my practice runs. So some of these gonna be squeaking on by. This is not God Gamer, this is squeaking on by gaming. Oh my gosh, Dina! What the hell? Thank you so much. That is so generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you just received a gifted sub, please thank DMAC. That is so, so very kind. I appreciate you so much. And thank you, Mike. Thank you, Valhalla. Easy clap. I'm still dying about that. Easy clap, as the kids say. Oh, so as he's doing his frost breath, okay, that's helpful to know. So I should have taken a quick look at that. But yeah, so when he's doing his frost breath, you can stagger him. That's super helpful. Oh, hey, welcome back. How are you all doing? Wait, what am I doing? I want to kill. I feel bad doing this. Like, I don't like doing this, but it needs to be done. Okay. And now we are embered. I think I might go this way. I don't want to get hit by those knights. I mean, I know there's one over here, but I feel like... And I don't think there's anything else we need to do in this area. I think we've pretty much collected everything for now. Need those souls, sorry, old lady in chair. Yeah, apologies all around. Well, actually, we can, let's buy some things real quick before Mama loses these souls, because you know it's gonna be just a matter of minutes. Oh God, no, we'll go to Dancer with +4 weapon. Technically though, so in my practice, oh, and you know what? I just realized our sub goal was just met. Y'all are just so wonderful. Like, I know I keep mentioning this, but like, when I started streaming, I wasn't even expecting anyone to like even tune in. Like, you know, because you always hear like, oh, 0 viewers for months, and like that's normal. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, I just want to play some games, and maybe in a few months, people will like check out my stuff. Maybe I'll meet a person or two, and like, y'all, like, you're so supportive, so kind, so amazing, and the fact that you just like keep helping the community like reach like new goals, like. It means the world. Like, it literally means the world to me. I can't express, like, how much of a highlight of my week streaming with you all is, how excited I am to see you all the time. I don't know, just, this makes me really happy, and I'm just really glad that, you know, you're here. Alright, so... What is the, so what I was asking about Dancer, is when I did her on the practice run, I did +4 weapon. Can you have a higher level of +4? Like, if you don't do the Dancer skip, what's the highest level you can have for Dancer if you're doing solo?
Ah, well met. How may I?
Okay, what was I going to do? I was going to buy this dagger. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much! I hope you enjoy the emotes, and welcome to the community. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Hardfar. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about the going straight to the Dancer. Could you imagine with like a +2? Like, be like, all right, folks, well, we'll be here until 12 p.m. tonight, or 12 a.m. tonight. When my friend was playing this for the first time, I had to spend so much of my deleting messages telling her to kill the old lady in the chair. Oh, no. Oh. I just checked mine, and I think it was +9. Really? So, yeah, because you could do... We'll have to, like, we'll strategize together, y'all, like, when we get closer to it. Because in my second practice run of it, I did Sage a little bit earlier, and like I don't know why I saved Sage for a really long time for some reason in my first practice run. So let's buy this because we're going to need this for its weapon art to get through all the sludge. I think also I'm gonna hold off on buying the chainmail stuff just because we're about to get to an area that, you know, once we get to Road of Sacrifices, isn't there like the northern something, the northern armor?
Oh, and what is...
And we don't really need this right now, but since we have the souls, let's pick up some throwing knives. We will use these against the clones, against Sage when we're doing that.
Goodbye. Oh, this place...
Does he have anything else? Because we have so many souls, y'all.
Oh, hello. And in...
I mean... we'll get some fire bombs. Fire bombs are always good. Hard leather armor. I don't think any of this is good. Hey there, Pro Mike! Holy shit, welcome in! But I'm gonna do a shout out for Pro Mike. Shout out Pro Mike. So y'all, Pro Mike does a lot of Apex Legends, and I've been popping into his stream. I don't know anything about first-person shooters. I know nothing about Apex, but I've been watching a lot of him and his friends. He's played with Plunger Lover, who's another community member here, if you've ever met Plunger, and then also Jupiter from earlier. She plays with him as well, and they're great. They're so good. Like, I don't know anything about the game, but I've had a lot of fun watching, even though, again, I know nothing. Like, to explain how little I know about Apex Legends, you know, people always talk about like my hair being like Jinx's hair, and I was like, yeah, like, you know, she's like, you know, because I know she's in Arcane and League of Legends, and for some reason I also was like, oh yeah, didn't they add her as something in Apex? No, Jinx is not in Apex. I have no idea. It's like my brain, I think it was thinking Arcane because they're both A words, and for some reason my dumb ass was like, oh yeah, Jinx in Apex. It's like, so I know nothing, but I know that Pro Mike is a lot of fun to watch. So definitely go give him a look and a follow. So I think, I mean, I feel like I never used the embers. So we have, let's just buy some. This is the only like problem with low-level runs is I never know what to do with the souls, and I kind of get like choice paralysis where I'm like, I probably will never use any of these items, or very few, very sparingly.
Ah.
But sure, why not? Why not? Let's talk about this game. I never played these games, but I've had fun watching. Oh, yeah. So we're trying to. Y'all, we're trying to get Pro Mike and Plunger Lover to do some Souls games. So, any words of encouragement? My whole thing is like, you know, I think a lot of people are afraid because of the difficulty. Like, I'm not a good player, but it's like, I really love them. And I actually, the reason I got into them is because someone that I met, you know, I'm just gonna tell the real story. I haven't actually, okay, y'all, this is like a secret. I actually like haven't told this story because I'm pretty quiet about like, past and personal life things, but okay. So the reason I got into FromSoft games is because of a Hinge date. I went on a Hinge date with someone like years ago who loved Bloodborne. Like they were getting tattoos, they were like playing the game all the time, and I was like, oh my god, you must be a god gamer. Like there's no way. And they're like, oh, I've never beat a boss. They're like, it's my favorite game, but I've never beat a boss. I basically have a friend come over, beat the bosses, and then I just love exploring because it's like old abandoned buildings. I love the vibe. And it was the first time where I kind of realized you don't have to be good at these games to enjoy them. You don't have to get upset if you're failing because you can always find things to enjoy. And it kind of encouraged me to try Bloodborne and give it a go. And if you're wondering, did I ever tell this person how much they inspired me and whatnot? No, because they ghosted me. So I never had a chance to tell them how much they inspired me to actually pick up these games that I fell in love with. But yeah, that's my origin story of how I got into FromSoft is from an old Hinge date many years ago. Ghosted. Oh yeah. Well, it's also funny too because they had blue hair and they were very like, because that like I'm the first, let's just put it this way, I'm the first person in my work to ever have this color of hair. Like, everyone else is very, like, no tattoos, no piercings, and I just, like, I was too nervous to take that plunge of just being the first person to have blue hair at the office, you know? And so, this person that, when I was on the date, they had blue hair, and it was so cool, and they're just like, do it, you know? They were like, you only live once, like, just, you know, if blue hair would make you happy, you should go for it. And then I shortly after started playing Bloodborne and got blue hair. And never had a chance to tell them how much they, like, changed my life just from that one meetup. It was really wild. But I like feeling OP in games. I feel like you can get OP, though. Like, most of these games, Sekiro is the only one where it takes maybe a while to get OP, just because of the way that, like, leveling up in Sekiro is. But I feel like you can get strong. Like, DMAC will tell you, because DMAC goes the big strength boonga stick, you know? I have 4 kids, I'm an extremely patient person, but I asked them to throw my PC out the window. I don't know. I think, Promite, you have such good, like, video game skills. Like, I've seen you play Apex. I think you would have no problem with this. In worst case scenario, if you try it and you don't like it, you know, then you just don't play it anymore. But I still recommend, if you think these games look cool, just, like, even try a few minutes. Just see what you feel like. Just give it a little go. Especially Elden Ring. Yeah, you can get so OP in Elden Ring because it's open world, so if you, like, run up against a wall, or if you just want to go around and explore and get really powerful, you can 100% do that. Also, did I... Okay, I'm trying to make sure I've done shoutouts for all of the amazing streamers here. If I've missed anyone, please let me know, friends, because I do like the new setup that I have with the shoutouts, and I want to make sure everyone's getting shoutouts. You get a shoutout, and you get a shoutout. But no, like, that's... oh, and I was also going to mention that in the Discord that I set up, I do want y'all to be posting, like, self-promo stuff, like, in the self-promo channel, because I want to go check out what amazing stuff y'all are doing. Like, if you post stuff in there, I'm going to try my best, you know, if I'm able to and I have time. Like, I want to check out other people's streams. I want to see what you're creating, if you're, like, an artist of any sort. Like, I want to, like, support you all back. Like, that's important to me. So there are a few points where we will be using the Alluring Skulls. So if there's a point where we can buy or get them, please remind me, because I want to use them on the Deacons. And then there's also some parts when we're going for the Chloranthy Ring, you know, where you have to kind of do the run up to the top, where I just hate dogs, so I just want to use them there. A level 400 character, holy shit! DMAC, yeah, DMAC is the best. Have I done a shout out today for DMAC? I can't remember. If I did not, please let me know and I will remedy that ASAP. I can't remember if I did it or not. I'm so... God tier gaming right there, folks. I think if I'm gonna do one just to be on the safe side, because I can't remember. Sorry, when it's morning, I can't remember. But at any rate, y'all, DMAG is finishing up the platinum for Bloodborne and is literally like one of the first community members here. Like, has been so supportive, so kind. Please give DMAG a follow. He's just an amazing person, and he's also the one who kind of originated for me the easy clap thing. Like, I never heard that before DMAX started being like, easy clap, easy game, easy life. I just, like, associate it with him. Like, anytime anyone says it, I just think of DMAX. Y'all, this is the stupidest thing. I think I mentioned it earlier. This is literally milk. I had one little tiny splash of coffee, the tiniest. It's so stupid. It's like I'm literally drinking milk like a child or something. Getting to that bonfire, yeah, there's I mean, I will be very clear when there's like stupid stuff. So this area, I'm really going to need your help because there are a lot of shards scattered throughout here, and so let's pay attention to which ones I'm picking up. Basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to run through, I'm going to try to get to the one that's by the bridge. Like, I'm not going to do Cliff Underside just yet. I'm going to go to the bridge, and then I'm going to pick up the Mortician's Ashes, and I think there's an Undead Bone Shard around there, and try not to die from the ballistas. But I might be skipping some, so let's pay attention to which ones I pick up, which ones I still need to get, because this is like a big farming area. Drinking dark roast iced coffee, black. That actually sounds really good, Pro Mike. Are you usually a coffee person then? And I love that you also go iced, because I cannot do hot drinks, but I feel like everyone else in chat does that, like, hot coffee. Opinion on how to get it set up in OBS? Okay. Yes. Because I also, is that the thing that you have to enable in order to get the, like, the faces? Because I keep seeing people saying, like, feels bad, man, and I think it's because I don't have an emote thing set up, so, like, oh, you know what? I know where it is in OBS. It's under your Twitch where you do your Twitch account, right? Because there's two things where you click, like, enable these emotes. Okay, I do know how to do that. Oh, I like hot, too. 12 ounces is a good latte size. Don't need much more of that. You ever had the Brev? I actually agree. I don't like to drink. If I drink too much coffee, I get jittery as hell. Also, I'm going to take a quick moment, y'all, to... Oh, shoot, I didn't bring my powder in. I'm, like, sweating. I'm maybe looking a little shiny. We'll keep going with it, though. We'll just let the shine happen. And I like the trick that you do with the... I mean, you all know, because you all are veterans, but just rolling into these little assholes. What? Wait, let's let them come out. I'm gonna be doing, you know in Lord of the Rings how Viggo Mortensen broke his foot in the one scene, and then everyone now when they show it to their friends, they're like, do you know? And I'm gonna be doing a lot of that where it's like, we all know, but I'm just gonna be like, do you know this part that everyone knows? Okay, this is one we need. Gonna get in, gonna get out, gonna say goodbye to you. I think, yeah, let's go to... Oh, I missed that. I missed that jump. You can tell I'm just roly-poly. It's like such a like typical Dark Souls. Like I want to do a meme where I'm just somersaulting all over in real life, because like it's like Dark Souls in real life would look so silly. And then I know there is one on the ladder, but I think I want to just go to the bonfire real quick. So let's get to the bonfire, and then we'll backtrack for the one that's up the ladder, just in case I die. Bust this over, causing all sorts of environmental destruction. Also, is there anything in the sewers that I would need? Like, I know the cestus or the Keistus or whatever is down there, and I'll probably unlock it, but I can't remember. I don't think there's anything I need down there right now. And we're also not going to worry about the tree boss right now, just because we won't need the transposing kiln for anything until we get to Iudex, or until we get to Champion Gundyr. So there's not really a point. Like, I'll just come back to that later, because honestly, wait, no. Because we don't really need to be doing +2 weapon against it. I did it on one of my runs, and it wasn't... I mean, that boss isn't hard, but it's just kind of annoying. Hold on, I want to do this, go back. Because I kept getting crushed by his, when he like, does the move where he, like, kind of rolls forward. So yeah, we'll save the tree for a bit later. Shiny is nice. Yes, yes. I feel like, I mean, like, I have 2 lights. I do a ring light and a key light, and the key light is amazing, but I haven't, like, you all can see, like, I'm still pretty brightly lit. It's, like, at 8%. It is so bright. It's like sunlight. Like, it is literally a sun. But I like it. And if you all have, like, any lights that you really enjoy, you'll have to let me know. 47 ounce, holy shit, bro, Mike. I would be jumping to the moon if it was 47 ounces. I'd be crazy. I used to be a coffee master at Starbucks. That's where I met. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. I love that that's where y'all met. And D-Mac's not a coffee person. Also, y'all, so I can't remember, someone in D-Mac's chat the other day mentioned, or like it was a misspelling and it was D-Mad, and like, I'm not gonna do it because like D-Mac is like, you were the best D-Mac, but my brain, when I saw D-Mad, it went to a meme where I was imagining 2 pictures of D-Mac. One of him smiling and it would be labeled D-Mac, and then one of him scowling and it would be D-Mad. And I'm like, I feel like that meme should exist. I'm not gonna be the one to make it. Sarah's is Dilly Goose. Oh, it was not a misspelling? She was my boss, so I got a promotion and transfer. Oh my god. Yo, that's so freaking cute. Wait, Promite, did you all get to do anything for Valentine's Day then to celebrate? Because no one here, woo! No one here really had, you know, too many plans for celebrating or anything, but if you all, like, did anything cute, I would love to hear. If you feel comfortable sharing, of course. That was not what I wanted. I wanted this. Let's heal. Okay, and it's right click, or no, it's left click to jump. I'm probably, can we make this jump? We can get hit by a ballista. Okay. I think I'm safe over here. Well, I get this. She was sick, but I got her flowers and chocolate. Oh my god, Promite, that's really cute. I love that. I love that. I am not safe. That's okay. I was like, I'm safe here. And then it's where the narrator comes in. She was not, in fact, safe there. Okay, but we got the Undead Bone Shard. So what I want to do now... Let's go up to Cliff Underside. And then we'll open the shortcut. I'm like, this is like the struggle of someone who's literally played this game once all the way through. Like, you all are lucky I've been doing the practice runs because I wasn't going to subject you to the clusterfuckery that was me trying to figure out half of this stuff off camera. Okay, so Cliff Underside. I'm going to try to find it, but I might need some help because I think... Can't you? No, this is not it, but this is still a shard. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm not messing with you today. Is it through here? Yes. Okay. It's always tricky. Wait, no, this is not it. This is not it. That's just something else. Maybe I have to backtrack further. Maybe it's like... This area is really wildly confusing to me for some reason. I feel like this is backtracking a little bit too much. Let me just go back up top, though, and see what the situation is. And at least open this. Because I thought... Okay, so it's by the cliff. So... yeah, this is too far back, I think. Too far back. I've missed a turn. Those little bandit things are like, I do not like them. And also the people in the cages, I think is a really cool design. It reminds me of something you'd see in like Evil Within or like a horror movie. So it's not there. Do we... Well, this is not it either. That was... Yeah, I might somehow gain to Cliff Underside. Okay, hold on a second. As a star and give me have inventory, this giant won't shoot arrows, just shoot the enemies. Okay, I think you have a bunch of Estus storage you can use. Okay, so I think what we'll do, I was going to go to Cliff Underside first and then go back to Firelink for the S to send the Undead Bone Shard. And I didn't know that about the White Branch. And I guess it might have helped, but I still thought like choosing the Firebomb and just getting that shard right away was kind of helpful, but that is actually really good because I don't even know what the White Branch does. So like outside of making peace with the giant, is there anything else that White Branches do? You were just on with the soul if you wrote down one more levels. Okay, let me go back up then. I have like no help. Yeah, I definitely need to use that Undead Bone Shard, and I can't remember if it's +2 or +3 is all we really need to get it to. I mean, the one nice thing about low-level runs is you don't need a lot of Undead Bone Shard. Okay, I'm gonna wait until this guy passes. Go back up. Cliff that I was just on. this one. It's the other one, I think. Yeah, I think we need to maybe go up just a little bit further. No? There's nothing. Oh, is this the area? We'll go down one more. Hold on. Your white branch makes you transform into an object from your shrines. Oh, that's how I've seen. Okay, I've seen that. I've seen people like transform into weird things, and I never knew how that worked. So wait, it's not. It's not this cliff, right? It camouflages you. This is just that little outcropping. Do I have to, like, climb up? Confused. Okay, let me try this again. And I might need to... This area really confuses me for some reason. I might need to look at a map. Need a map! Nope, nothing there. That's a dead end and I am probably screwed. Nope, there's nothing... Don't look it up. Cliff underside. It's so hidden. Such hidden. I'm just gonna have someone up on the side. What is this person doing? Do you have to like... Wait, maybe we have to go all the way around. Do we have to go past where the, let's try something else. Let's try going towards where the tree is and then looping back around. Maybe you have to get to it from the other side or something. But I thought it was on this side. But let's just go and open up that, shortcut. Out of my way. There's like such a big plume of smoke. And this area is really pretty. Not gonna do that though right now. Yeah, I feel like some of these areas the frame rate's a little weird. Like just on the PS4. Let's see, so this feels more cliff underside. I think, yeah, I think... No? Yes. I'm gonna grab one more of these shards that I think are over here. And apparently I've missed one that we'll have to probably backtrack and try to figure out. I thought... Weird, I thought there was one out here. Yeah, this area is very strange. Yeah, Huh, weird. I really thought there was something over this area. So how many do we have? We just have 3 and 1 large one. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm missing some. So if anyone has an idea of like which areas or which bonfire I need to go back to, but for now, let's go back and just like upgrade our Estus at least so that we have that out of the way. Okay, so first thing, let's do this Undead Bone Shard. Oh, the Dreamcatcher's ashes. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna get the Dreamcatcher's ashes, or Dreamcatcher, not Dream Chaser's ashes. Yeah, because we're gonna get those a little bit later for sure. And then I do need to remember to give this ash before I forget.
Gracious let Iona.
Because I can't remember. Oh, and she has alluring skulls. I might. So she has 6. That's helpful to know.
Ashen 1.
But yeah, how many? Because I thought there were supposed to be. Hold on. How many shards? Okay, so it says you can loot 3 Titanite shards on the way to the Dilapidated Bridge bonfire. I think we got those 3. Maybe? Within a shortcut. Because we're gonna get more when we're over by the area with the lizards here in a little bit. Let me just check. So, yeah, we need 3 more. So it is 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I know. Sorry. I forgot. I was like, we came here for some reason. Now we have to reinforce. I don't even know how many I have. Oh gosh, I have like. I've been playing like real soul level 1 for a hot second. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we've got some more power. And by power, I mean health. Alright. So I think now it makes sense to go and open up the shortcut that is over by the Onion Brawl. I feel like it's like one of everyone's favorite characters. And if you have like a favorite character in this game, you'll have to let me know. Dilapidated Bridge. Let's do Underside. Grey Rat. Oh, can you tell me a little bit of the story of Grey Rat? Because like I said, like I don't know the lore. I was such an idiot when I played this the first time. I read no item descriptions, nothing. So now I'm trying to play catch up. Like I've been listening to a lot of Duckfeed TV. They did this podcast on Dark Souls 3, so I'm trying to listen through that and obviously the VOD videos. Because I knew nothing. I feel like maybe though it's a testament to the game that like I can know nothing about these games when I play them and I'm still having fun. But then after the fact, it's like, no, I want to learn. I want to like kind of figure out what this is all about because I know the lore is really cool. We're just gonna wait for some of this party to settle down. And okay, let's go. Using those iframes. Speaking of the sewers and the cestus or Kaistus, however you pronounce it, I'm not gonna lie, doing like a fist kind of like punching run, I feel like would be really cool at some point. I've never used a Kaistus. I'm gonna wait till this enemy retreats. Look at Onion Bro just standing there. It's like, Let's let's go to this bonfire, then we'll go up to the top. And then probably once we make a little bit, like once I get like the Chloranthy ring, I'll probably come back to one of these bonfires and probably call it, because we've been going for about 4 hours, which was the goal for today. Onion bro so chill. Yeah, he's like, ain't gonna bother me at all. A lot more in the game if I like parrying. Y'all, okay, I was like today years old. I recently realized you can parry the Abyss Watchers. Especially that like Artorias roll. I didn't realize when they're doing, or like when the second phase is doing the Artorias roll, you can literally parry that. I had no idea. I would have never in a million years thought that to even try parrying that move. Like, you can backstab them. Yeah, I tried to do the backstabs. The cleanest run I've done on Soul Level 1 with them, I kind of was able to figure out how to run behind him and do that backstab, but for some reason on Phase 1, I really struggle with lining it up. Like, Phase 1, I'm not sure I've ever gotten a good backstab on them, which is annoying because that's like the way that you would do it, you know? Like, you would just annihilate that boss if you were good at getting lined up for the backstab. Oh, Leah, oh my god, welcome back. How are you doing? We are doing well. So we started with a little God of War today, and right now we're just kind of getting some stuff set up in our Soul Level 1 run. We've just done like Vordt and Iudex right now, nothing too wild. But we're about to go for the Chloranthy ring and maybe make our way a little bit into the Road of Sacrifices area, and then we'll probably call it for the stream since we've been going for a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get the armor set that's hanging on there without having to really deal with that enemy. I might get hit though, and I know we can take him down, but it's just like we don't really need to. So I'm gonna try to just Thank you.
The Knights of Katarina.
I can't even see. Let's heal. Yeah, we really need to get another Undead Bone Shard. I know there's some in the Road of Sacrifices area. And actually, hold on. I don't like this part. I know we're going to need to buy more skulls for the Deacons later on, but I just find running through this building, honestly, is kind of annoying with the dogs and then the two. I don't even know what those like big like the people with the hymns, the hymn books. So I just use skulls there because I find it really obnoxious otherwise. There's something about when you're in like a tight confined corner, I find it kind of frustrating to try to navigate around. And we're trying to get out of the doorway. Ah, the Evangelist ladies. What's their story? Y'all are gonna have to teach me so much lore. Like, what are they? Like, I know nothing about like who they are, or why they're so obnoxious. Sigurd, no, save yourself. Y'all, I was so confused. I was like, this looks like the DS1 character, but it's a different name. Like, what's going on here? Homeward Bone. Hopefully not die. No, we're fine. Okay. Sometimes it's like hard to tell these jumps, like I said. I did learn that a lot of people use the pyromancy skill Spook. Apparently that helps you like not really take fall damage, which is pretty cool. Like, I always love watching people who are like experts at this game and like Lauren equip road. I'm just gonna equip it just because I think, shouldn't you have things equipped at all times? Oh, we can't buy the life ring yet. Never mind. I was trying to think of other like early game rings. We can't buy that one yet though. His spiritual successor in Elden Ring is cool, but it's not the same. I'm not even sure if I remember. I'm so bad, y'all. I really just kind of like sped through Elden Ring. I need to like give it more of a fair shake, and I recognize that. I was not paying attention to the lore. I just got overwhelmed. I got overwhelmed by the size, and there was so much happening in it, and I was like, I just want to get through it. I just want to, like, I'll spend my 100 hours and I'll get through it. But I spent no time in it, and I I kind of regret that, because apparently the lore in Elden Ring is pretty good. Kind of slaps, as the kids say. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we needed back there. I mean, I might be missing some Titanite. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. Let's just move on to a few more bonfires, maybe pick up some shards. And start getting things set up for next time we could work on Sage and Abyss Watchers. I think is that I feel like that's a good spot to like kind of stop, like kind of before that area. I think I took a wrong turn. Shoot. I might be screwed. I think I took the wrong turn. I took a wrong turn. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, it was the right way. It looked weird to me. It looked weird. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't, I thought this looked different. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Yeah, the way a lot of enemies in this game kind of transform, like how the Busted Man and these guys kind of turn into gargoyles, I think it's really cool. It's got that horror vibe, you know? You know I love a good horror. Okay. So we'll go here, start this quest line. I don't know how many times you have to talk. And I actually didn't realize, is it this character that's like a different, like whatever the opposite gender is from you? Like if you're playing as a male character, it's female, and if you're female, it's male. Is this the character? Because again, I'm trying to like learn kind of different story things, because I did none of the covenants, none of the quests on my first playthrough. Oh, so bad. Elden Ring is really long. I'm at more than 75 hours and there's still many things to explore. Leo, remind me again what build are you doing again? Because I know that, I don't think Dab is here today, but Dab was doing a Faith build recently, and I can't remember if, Leo, if you've mentioned what you've done. Oh, it's the other one who talks? Okay, the one on your left? The talker, no, the grunter. Not the grunter. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm, like I said, I'm trying to, like, learn all this stuff. I love it, though, like, these games, y'all. Like, I don't know if you can tell, like, how freaking happy I am. Like, I couldn't sleep last night. I was, like, so excited. I was like, I get to, like, hang out with, like, people who love Souls games. I get to, like, play this amazing game. Like, what a time to be alive. Come on, I want him to do his, where he races at me so that I can, yeah, that. Yeah, so I can just run on by. Come over here. I feel like this area is quite the maze, too. Like, some of these early areas, I'm just like, let's go to the bonfire first, and then we'll pick up all the things we need, because there's a lot to pick up. A lot to die around here. It's like causing all this mass chaos and destruction. Grunter, bad penguin. Oh, seriously, every time I see, hold on, oh shoot, I can't rest. Oh, I'm dead, I'm so dead, I'm dead. For some reason, I thought that I wasn't having 10 million things on my tail there. I don't know what I was spacing out. I was thinking of penguins, because I was thinking of like how every time Benedict Cumberbatch tries to say penguin, he can't, he's like calls it like pangolin or something like that. And I just think it's really funny. So every time I see the word penguin, I think Benedict Cumberbatch. I use a bleed build with seppuku on scavengers, curved sword, and bandit curved sword, a caught affinity. You know, that actually sounds like a really, really fun build. I can't wait, y'all, until we do some Elden Ring on here, because I want to try something different. I have only ever played as a Dux build. We need to try something new. What kind of run do you think that I would enjoy if I've only ever played Dux? Like, what would be a fun Elden Ring build that would be totally different, but still kind of maybe complement my style, where, like, I really like fast-paced combat? Oh, shoot, I almost didn't see you there. You're camouflaged. Let's try to not blow myself up like I normally do with fireballs. I feel like I'm just really bad at like throwing any kind of fire sort of thing. I feel like I always like throw it into myself. Also, I should probably put some clothes on here in a little bit, but I think there might be a better set somewhere around here. I can't remember. More Estus. Not gonna worry about this guy. We're just gonna run on past. I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna grab it. Oh, it's unimportant. Oh god! He going fast! Gray sword slaps. Oh my gosh, you're all trying to get me to do the Oonga Boonga. Sword and Rod would probably be more enjoyable. Board would be more enjoyable. Bleed build. So bleed build is actually kind of what I ended up doing. So I respect halfway through. So I was going full dex. Or actually, no, I was trying to do like intelligence in dex or something. Or maybe it was like, it was some kind of magic thing and I didn't understand. I was really struggling and I felt like I wasn't very strong because I had been splitting it between the magic and the dex. So then I respec to full dex. And then when I got to Millennia and Endgame, I changed to a bleed build. So I respec twice. So bleed build was sick. I think that's actually what I have now in my New Game Plus. I went a little bit into New Game Plus just to get the Platinum because I had a few things to clean up with it. But maybe at some point we could like play around with some of it because I haven't done a lot of the bosses. I think I just did like a few. The Bloody Helix. Wait, what's the Bloody Helix? I don't know if I know what this is. Oh, Rivers of Blood. Yeah. Penguin. Yeah, Rivers of Blood is really fun. Okay, so let us get this. And I don't think there's anything else we need. Oh wait, no, there's some kind of armor around here. There's like, I'm gonna get killed by this crab. I thought, maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining things. I thought there was maybe a decent armor set for low level around here. But I'm potentially forgetting. And we're gonna do this and have them fall to their death because I don't want to kill them or fight them. So we're just gonna trick them because they dumb. Oh, really? Usually you fall off. Wait, they have never done that before. They always like fall off. Yeah, well, I was like gonna say, I was like, this works. Wait, isn't that like a quote that's like, this works 50% of the time, that it 50% of the time doesn't work or something? There's some quote that's like that that's really silly. I can't think of it though right now. Do you have to kill every demigod to finish the game? I still have to beat Mog and Millennia. I'm not sure. You'll have to ask someone. Valhalla would know. DMAC would know too, I think. Fist weapons are really good. Iron balls. Wait, I saw this because there's like a streamer I think right now doing an iron ball run and I had never seen those before because I saw the title. It was very like, I kill things with my balls and I was like, what? And so then I checked it and I was like, that looks sick. Yeah, y'all, we need to do some more Elden Ring. I want to try some of these weapons. I don't really, yeah, I definitely don't need anything that I just picked up. On NGBs, I'm waiting for the DLC. Well, that's kind of why I was thinking of almost starting a fresh run and just doing everything except for Endgame because I don't know if I want to do New Game Plus DLC because like Elden Ring is really hard, y'all. And like I imagine that the DLC is not gonna be easy. And this area is frickin', so basically you're gonna see me kind of just wander around being really confused. I know you follow the fires, but I get very confused in this area. Also, I saw that like Vordt was talking about how like the things that you put out actually have like the design of the 3 lords in the first game. Like I never picked up on that fact. I'm like, that's really sick. I don't know why I'm doing that because this is still shallow. I didn't need to do that. It's like trying to be fancy. It's like you can tell like I haven't played this game much, so I'm like, I learned about the dagger art move, and I'm all excited to like show it off and be like, look, I learned something. I know things. I know nothing. But yeah, these have like the lords from the first game apparently. Exile Greatsword, a soul level 1. Oh, quick step. New Game Plus was easier than New Game for Elden Ring? What? That's really surprising, actually. I would not have expected that hard part. What plus are you on? Like, are you on like New Game Plus or anything like that now? The Hallow Tree? Yeah, I want to do Millennia with no summons because obviously like I was just easy moding and I just used a lot of like mimic tiers and just like I just wanted to have fun. I was like, this game is so long, I just kind of want to have fun, use like my little lackeys to take things out for me, you know? That's really interesting about the New Game Plus. Oh, I might be dead. I might be dead. I live again. Oh, I didn't really need that. This is 1 HP and a green. And I'm dead. Let's try it again. Plus, DS1 New Game has Robux, but Iara was a breeze with Millennia's Katana. Huh. Do you have her armor set too? Like, her armor is so cool looking. Like, I love her design. Alright. Let's try going this way first. For the other ones. Like I said, I usually just kind of, like, meander around until I figure out kind of maybe where to go. Also, I could have picked up some purple blossoms. I'm just going to use a lot of healing and not worry about it too much, though. Okay, no one saw me literally just roll into the flame there. That was goofy. That was so goofy. I guess we don't have to watch that cutscene because it's just the same. Okay. It's always the third one that I feel like I have a little trouble. So let's find where else are the fires. Follow the fires. I'm gonna try to avoid that thing. Well, that was the bad dodge. I was too slow on the dodge. Too slow on the dodge. You use Mimic Tier on Millennia as well? Yeah, I want to learn her, though. It was just one of those things where, like, when you put so many hours into the game and the game is so long, I didn't want to be like, okay, now we're doing 20 hours of Millennia attempts. Like, I think if it was just, like, there was a game where it was just Millennia, then I'd be fine with 20 hours of attempts. But, I just was not feeling it, y'all. I was not feeling it. So yeah, we'll put out the other flame, and then we'll go up to the old Farron watchtower situation, get some shards there. Also, I do want to come back to that. Where? Or no, that's not the one. There's like an undead bone shard in the one that's by the other bonfire that I do want to get though. It's like surrounded by slugs. See. Follow the fires! Maybe this one? Maybe I haven't done this one yet? Yeah, this area, I don't know why, but it like wildly confuses me. It's just tricky for some reason for me. Oh. Just gonna roll. I'm probably gonna die. Alright, let's watch this one since this one will actually have the doors opening. Haslow's set. I'll have to look that up. That sounds cool. I don't even know who Haslow is. That's what I'm saying. This was bad. This was me not paying any attention during Elden Ring, and that's not good. It's probably part of the reason why I didn't get super into it. I just get overwhelmed with that open world life, though, you know. I like this where it's like opening all like mysteriously. And y'all, the Abyss Watchers theme song, like, we're not going to take them on today because like I'm going to have to head out here in a little bit, but the Abyss Watchers theme song is one of my favorites from this soundtrack. I mean, all of the music in this is really... Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm so scared, I can't even... I knew those. Yeah, there was no chance. Like, right there. There's not much you can do there. Alright, we'll try to get to that other bonfire. Because I think the other bonfire is close to where you can climb up the ladder and get to the old Farron keep or whatever it's called. Like, where the old, like, the watchdog. Where I seriously thought that watchdog was going to come alive, y'all, like, the first time I played this. I was like, there's no way that's not coming alive. I don't know why, again, I don't know why I was quick stepping on shallow ground. I just think I get excited when I learn new things. And I think that there might be something we need, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna go take a quick look just because I can't remember what it is. Oh my god. Defeated by this ramp. Skip the open world. Oh, it's just that. Well, it's not. We don't really need it. Let me just check this one too. It's the Grace Sword. Yeah, I thought one of these might be something kind of useful, but... Oh yeah, that's the Great Sword. Let's do this. There she belongs. I think this was the one that's near the new bonfire. Let's see if I'm... I swear, this area, I do not know why, but it confuses me so bad. I think I'm dead. I think this is a dead end. I think I'm screwed. I think I'm screwed. Because I don't know where I'm going. And I'm scared. And I need to heal. This was not the one. I don't know why. Yeah, this area specifically, I get real confused about where I'm supposed to go. Even though there's, like, fires, there's, like, you know, things that are clearly indicating, like, you need to go this way. Maybe it's this far way? I should have, like, pulled up a map just for this specific area, because I knew it was going to be really confusing for me. Yeah, like, where the hell am I? ¿Dónde está? Where is it? There's those basilisk things that just stress me out. Every time I see them, I think of Dark Souls 1, and I get scared. Okay, maybe up this. Maybe. Maybe no. These are not the droids I'm looking for. I'm so confused. You're getting close to the ladder? Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was over here somewhere, because there's definitely, like, slugs around it. Is it somewhere over here? No, that's the entrance. We've come full circle. No! How did we come full circle? Well, I mean, I know how we came full circle. It was my dumbass running all around. Yeah, the frogs, I don't like them. Dark Souls 1 makes me hate it. Oh, I got... Did you really? Oh my god, you had to restart the game? Yeah, I had to look up a guide on how to get uncursed. I just didn't understand. I was like, how do you figure this out? The boss axe, Ross. Not the boss axe. No, never the boss axe. I really thought the ladder was somewhere around here. Because there's also like a little, the area with the undead bone shard is like a little chapel sort of looking thing. I don't know how else to describe it. Is up here? What's this? No, this is nothing. I might have to look at the map if, like, because this is nothing. How is this nothing? I'm so confused. Oh, wait. That's a ladder. And I think in there might be another undead bone shard, perhaps? Oh, wait, I forgot. I forgot to switch my weapon out. Okay, unlock, unlock, unlock. Ah! Climb! Climb like your life depends on it. Okay, I think this is it, because I think then we can save here, and we'll also be able to go up. We'll go through the illusionary wall. We'll grab the 2 shards from the crystals at the top, and then I think I'll probably call it for the stream. But this was so sick, y'all. I feel like we've made some good progress on like setting everything up. Let's rest and restore. But yeah, this is the area where I thought this was gonna come alive, that watchdog. Like, I know it doesn't really make sense because there's like a bonfire right here and they usually don't put like a big enemy right there. But yeah, definitely thought it was sus. I also forgot to, you can always tell when I panic because I just like unequip things or just do goofy stuff. Why you hit Plopper? I don't know, because I hit everything. I'm like Miyazaki, I hate dogs. No, I actually don't hate dogs. I actually really like dogs. I'm just not good with dogs though. Like, I think they know that I'm part cat, and so they always bark and kind of snip at me, like, even when I'm trying to make peace and be friends. Also using the grass crush shield. Because I forgot to pick it up back in the, yeah, I forgot to pick it up. That's why I'm not using it. I knew I was forgetting something. Wait, I did pick it up. I did pick it up, I did. I totally forgot. Thank you, DMAC. I literally forgot about that. Silly. Silly me. Okay, let's take down these little things. I think sometimes it's easier to just wait until they like stop. I feel like you can never like chase them that fast. Just come back. Okay, that was a little stressful. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's try this other one. And this one, the Dragon Crest, is there much of a difference between the Dragon Crest and the regular crest aside from that the one that I have right now gives you the stamina boost? Also, I find this one really hard to get. I might die because I just get like stuck by the squads. Why are you so bad? Why are you so bad? Wait, so I missed one. Shoot, you know what? Because there's 2 here. There's definitely 2. So I must have. I'm gonna have to probably rest and reset, right? Because there's 2 here that drop shards. Unless I'm thinking of something else. Dragon Crest blocks more fire unless something else. It will respawn? Okay. I'm just going to... Because I don't think there's... Is there any way back, really, without... Hold on, can I go up and drop down? Let's do that. I can't remember how to get back. And there's nothing down there, right? Like, by that guy, I don't think there's anything. Save and quit. Oh. Good point. Forgot about save quits. So, like, my rules on save quits is if we're just getting, like, items and stuff, I don't mind. But for bosses, I don't want to do any save quits. I don't know if there's any bosses here where... Like, the only save quit that I did... in my Dark Souls run is like sometimes in the catacombs where I wanted the skeletons to de-aggro. I did a couple of save quits there. And then I tried to do it for Bed of Bullshit. I think I still messed it up. Y'all, I forgot that like when you get one side of Bed of Bullshit that you don't have to do that side. And I literally spent probably 15 tries still trying to get the right side that I'd already blown up. Like that boss is just, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Bed of Bullshit. I save quit all the time. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. I try to not do anything that could be remotely considered cheesing, because like then, you know, keyboard warriors get angry at you. Like even parrying, sometimes I feel like I have to apologize for because everyone gets mad when you parry. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, you just play the game how you want to play the game. It's just a game, you know? But I feel like sometimes people get a little aggressive. Everyone should choose pancakes. I agree. Like, also, like, Mikolash is kind of like a BS boss. Like, I mean, he's kind of cool. He weirdly reminds me of Nicolas Cage. I don't know why. But, like, if Bloodborne were put into a live-action movie, which it should not be, but if it were, I think Nicolas Cage should be Mikolash. Mikolash. Mikolash is cardio the boss. Wait, what's cardio? Like, just like cardio, like running, like stuff like that in general? Yeah, because he's always running away. Okay, let's do because the ashes are up there. So let's go get those real quick, and then I'll probably call it for the stream. But oh my god, y'all, thank you so much for the help and for, like, hanging out with me. This is so fun. Like, I know we're not, like I said, like, I knew this episode would just be a lot, oh, there's that. Would be a lot of kind of setting stuff up. And so, like, I appreciate y'all helping me and even reminding me when I'm forgetting to even equip stuff. Like, it really means a lot to me. Oh, hey, Mike. So, by the way, you should try Stray. I think you would love it. Thank you for the stream and have a lovely Saturday evening. Oh, thank you so much. And I hope that everything is going well for you over in Sweden. It really means a lot that you decided to pop in, and we always like seeing you here. And Stray, in terms of that, one of my good friends is playing it on my PlayStation right now. So, like, I don't know, like, when I don't know if you were able to see that, but, like, I do technically have the game. But one of my friends is playing it, and I kind of want to see them finish it. So it wouldn't be a blind run if I do play it myself, but it is really cute, and I think it's, like, really freaking adorable. I just want to pet all the cats. I love cats so much. All right, let's go back to Firelink real quick, and then we'll probably call it, and I'll say my goodbyes. This is the longest stream I've ever done. Because again, I'm like baby streamer, so I'm not quite at the 24 hours yet. I'm not ready to, you know, do the just sleeping streams. I'm just joking. That's never going to be a vibe here, folks. All right, let's talk to Cirrus. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm exhausting the dialogue. Give the ashes.
Ashen this way. Oh, it would stop.
Okay, cool. All right, so I think that's probably a good stopping spot. Next time, I'm gonna readjust. I think next time what we'll do is we will get our weapon up to +4. We should be able to do that, and then we'll take on the Abyss Watchers. I don't know how long that's gonna take, because, like I said, I've done it twice off stream, but I'm really struggling with lining up the backstabs, and I also am having trouble in the second phase keeping my distance until he does the Artorias roll. Like, I keep getting caught in some of his combos and getting pretty much annihilated, but maybe with y'all, like, helping me out, we can figure out a better strategy. But at any rate, thank you all for coming along. I was, like, super sleepy this morning, and I'm just, like, so energized now because spending time with y'all is the freaking best, and I'm so happy. I hope that you have a beautiful, amazing weekend, and like I said, I'm going to be checking the Discord server that I just made. You can, either pop into chat and do command Discord, or I linked it in my socials. It's now on my link tree, and it's also on my About page if you want to come join me. I will be checking that daily, and I want to just, like, try to update it. I'm loving this community. I am so happy. I am so grateful for all of you. Thank you for, anyone who subscribed today. Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you for just spending time with me. Thank you even if you're just lurking and hanging out, even if you just have a page open. Everything you all are doing means so much to me, and I am so fucking grateful for you all. So I hope you all have a great weekend, and if you get into anything fun, feel free to share it on the Discord, or I will be back on Monday with more Ragnarok. I think what we're going to do, and we can chat about it more next week, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Monday and Wednesday for Ragnarok, since it is a longer game and I do kind of want to try to prioritize getting through it, so I'm not forgetting the story so much. But then on Saturdays, I think I'll keep trying this split stream because I did have so much fun with it, and I think it would be really fun to kind of keep doing Saturday as more of like a more variety split sort of situation. So thank you so much. Thank you Valhalla. Thank you Hardfart, DMAC. I'll see you all very soon.